I grew up in the Australian countryside, where the sound of gunshots was as much a part of life as the rising sun. For years, my neighbors and I devoted our lives to a silent but fierce battle against nature's threats, especially the dingo, the undisputed ruler of the wild. That evening, as the sun was sinking behind the horizon, a long, haunting howl echoed near my farm, sending a chill down my spine, a clear sign that the pack had arrived. About 4,000 years ago, dingoes arrived in Australia and quickly adapted, becoming an essential part of the ecosystem. But in recent years, their population has skyrocketed to around 250,000 to 350,000, doubling in just a decade, bringing severe environmental and economic consequences. Sheep and cattle, the pride of Australia's livestock industry, suddenly became prime targets of relentless attacks. In 2022, things got even worse when scientists discovered that dingoes were carrying a dangerous infectious disease, forcing thousands of attacked sheep to be destroyed. The outbreak caused over $20 million in losses and turned many grazing regions into disease hotspots. Faced with the growing damage caused by dingoes, the locals and I had no choice but to act. Around May 2022, when the attacks reached their peak, we joined forces to build a massive fence around the farms, costing nearly $15 million nationwide. Standing over 6 feet tall and stretching more than 3,500 miles, it wasn't just a barrier protecting our livestock, it was a symbol of our community's unity. But after a few years, the high maintenance costs and the rapidly growing dingo population forced the government to adopt a tougher solution: hunting them down. What about you? If you were in that situation, would you be willing to spend a large amount of money to build fences and protect your livestock? Or would you go straight for the more aggressive solution: hunting? Each dingo taken down earns hunters around $2,000 in reward money. Enough to convince many farmers to pick up a rifle and join this dangerous fight. But becoming a real hunter isn't easy. They must be between 25 and 55 years old and complete 3 intensive training courses, where skills like tracking, combat, and survival in dangerous situations are taught and sharpened with utmost seriousness. Since dingoes are most active after dark, Australian hunters set out quietly from dusk until dawn to track them down. They usually choose remote, fenced-off areas far from residential zones to stay safe. In the darkness, a rifle equipped with a thermal scope becomes their eyes, allowing them to spot movement from a distance. Keeping more than 30 meters away is a crucial rule to avoid detection. Thanks to these careful tactics, over 30,000 dingoes have been eliminated, restoring peace to livestock and farms. Trapping is also an effective and humane way to hunt dingoes. However, these animals are incredibly clever, have a sharp sense of smell, and are always on alert, so every trap must be planned with precision. Hunters usually place them along trails dingoes frequently travel, burying the traps deep under the soil and disguising them with dry leaves and natural scents. Sometimes, they wait for days until a panicked howl signals that a dingo has been caught. When that happens, the hunter quickly approaches and ends its life swiftly to prevent prolonged suffering. The battle between humans and dingoes is far from over. Behind every pull of the trigger, every sprung trap, and every sturdy fence lies countless silent efforts to protect the livestock, the lifeline and pride of the Australian people. What do you think about the way hunters deal with this king of the wild? If you agree, comment yes, and if you have a different opinion, feel free to share it so we can discuss. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next story.